Good morning, Atomians! Welcome to our Yul Marikina Aja Aja Center Catching Success Online. I am Julian Tabiano, Diamond Master from our Yul Marikina Aja Aja Center, and I am your host for today. As we start here in Atomy, it is our culture to begin and end every event by reciting our company motto. Ready position, please. Yup, company motto, go. Cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja, aja, aja. Share, tag, interact, and win. Just follow these mechanics to win a prize. Number one, share this live seminar on your Facebook wall and tag 10 of your Facebook friends. And number two, comment your takeaways from our lectures to get a chance to win our promo for today. And number three, comment Aja, Aja, Aja in the beginning and ending of our seminar. Now let's start our seminar by watching the short company profile of Atomy.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009. 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales in 2002 and surpassed 15 million global members. Number one goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices. Competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked number one in domestic health functional food exports. It is in 21 countries and is forging a unique new path for health functional food products. Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch. Received King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021 for the first time in the cosmetics industry and was selected as world-class product for next generation selected by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy in 2022. Fame, another luxury cosmetic product reborn with upgraded ingredients and technology, is also loved by consumers as it reflects Atomy's product philosophy. Management in all its business activities, and such efforts were recognized by the acquisition of Customer-Centered Management Certification for 2 consecutive years, which is a unique accomplishment in the industry. quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Wherever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Now you know Atomy is not just an ordinary company. It cherishes what it has, so we are sure that its members are all taken care of. Please continue to comment your takeaways on our live chat in order to get a chance to win our promo for today. Moving forward, we will be watching Chairman Mr. Park Han-gil lecture.
The tide is turning to platform business. Platform businesses are playing chicken. If there's anything that could threaten the platform business, this could be it. I'm looking at the business that comes after the platform business. As you know, in 1999, I made an online mall called IamKorea.com, but I failed because I couldn't get a big investor. Almost at the same time, Amazon and Alibaba grew into gigantic companies. I didn't make it past Death Valley and had to go to a small studio rental. What did I think about for 3 years in that studio? Did I think about this platform business again? No way, I didn't. Because times always change. There will always be a day when this platform business will be crushed by the next generation of businesses. Then what is its weakness? With so many suppliers flooding the market, consumers are confused about what to choose. Also, having lots of suppliers doesn't mean lower prices. If you go to a portal to buy something, you can get confused about what to choose. Sometimes you also end up buying the wrong thing, so the next time you have to look around and struggle to find something that's better. There are these stressful problems, and if you bought the wrong 10%, then you've paid 10% more. If you buy the wrong 50%, now you've paid double. If you're creating a model that complements the weakness of the platform business that we have today, then this is without a doubt what will come after the platform business. I think it will be the post-platform business. While I was debating for 3 years, I saw the potential in network marketing. The platform is what allows every consumer and every supplier to meet. And that's what a platform is. But all of the consumers are gathered at the top of this platform and are like grains of sand. They're all stuck together right here. They're just like that, right? Are consumers systematized or not? They're really not. Network marketing is like the internet shopping mall business. Every time one person or two people come, they get systematized, right? You are also in here somewhere, right? This platform makes money. But do they make money too or not? They do. Would these people go that way or not? They won't. But could the grains of sand here go that way or not? They could. How is it when you go now to buy things on a platform? They don't really give anything, right? That's why you shop around here and there. But when you come to Atomy, one time, it's cheaper and better. And they give a 35% commission. So would the person who came to Atomy one time go to another platform or not? They don't. Once they come, they stay. People who are there keep coming this way. And as time goes by, can the Atomy business, can it grow bigger than the current platforms, making $100 or $200 billion? Can we or not? We can. It's only a matter of time. Just time. You're a part of that now. We're standing at the starting stage. Post-platform is the business of the future. The next step in business is just starting. When talking about the principle of network marketing, not only does it have the DNA to win against the platform business, there's no other network marketing company in the world that manages on principles the way that we do. Don't buy Atomy products if they're expensive or if you just don't like them. We have to cut those items out. Then only the products that consumers really want are going to survive. But many network marketing companies say that you have to buy all of their products in order to test them and introduce them to others. Anyway, if I could really change the network marketing business down to textbook principles, we could solve many of the problems that platform businesses have now. I saw that possibility, and I started Atomy. In a very difficult situation, seeing the potential to grow into a next generation business.
Thank you, Chairman Mr. Park Han-gil, for that lecture. And now let's watch the Atomy Vision lecture of Royal Master Ming Yu.
All right, so let's get to part 2, vision. You know, I think many of you realize vision is very important, right? If you can't see, what happens to you? Boy, everything looks pretty dark, right? So that's why I think vision is a very important component in all our lives. So let me tell you a little bit about the power of your vision. You know, for most of us, I don't know about you guys, but when I was young, very, very young, I remember, I think I was just before 8 years old, I actually had a very early vision. You know, I was watching these TV shows. Back then, it's black and white. There was no color. But I remember seeing these businessmen, and they were flying around, you know, going in the show. And I was going, oh, that's a good job. I would like a job like that. You know, like many of us, we think when we look at the show, we watch it, and we say, wow, this is the life that I can envision, I can see. And for many years in my life, I actually thought about that. I was thinking, how am I going to get to that stage where I can be these business people, fly around, wearing their suits, you know, going to lounges, you know, and then just enjoying the food at the hotel. Well, you know, I tell you this, in Atomy, that can happen. Definitely, yeah. But, you know, long story short, having that vision in your mind, even when you're young, things can appear. You know, many things in my life, I remember envisioning it. I see it appearing. I'll tell you something unique about me because I had to go to university, although I wanted to actually go to architectural school because I was pretty gifted in drawing-wise. But my father had a strict rule. He says, you must go to university. So because when I was in university, there was no such thing as architectural school. Those were only offered in college. So if it's something that's offered only in college, that means my father says you must finish university, and then you can maybe, if you want, to take, the architectural school. But after finishing university, I found I changed my interests, and my interest grew to something different. So I realized that I wanted something more different than just drawing architecture. I actually was starting to admire architecture, especially different architecture around the world. I hope one day I get a chance to maybe tour Philippines so I can see the different architecture, because I heard you guys here have a lot of wonderful architecture, especially in the provinces, right? Very unique, right? Yeah. So when you have these type of vision, it will actually set you on a course, literally like a destiny. I know many of you might think, is that even possible? But I can tell you this, throughout my whole life, all the different stages of the vision that I had, it actually appears. But remember, it doesn't appear right away. It takes steps. It takes time. So in Atomy, it's exactly the same thing. The Life Since Zero is like a guidance for you. When you write it, you're setting your vision. And then every day you're going to dream, like I think I heard earlier, 100 square meter house, right? Yeah, that's a good size, right? And then what about the wonderful car, right? Or what about the car that's used for, to help the church, right? These are all the things that you implant, and it actually will appear throughout your journey. So even Atomy, when I first met this company back in 2015, whoops, jumped. Let me go back, sorry. I remember they talked about our chairman having just a van. How many of you guys heard this story before? Yeah, see, it's a good, wonderful story. And sometimes you watch this story, you go, is that real? From a van becoming to how Atomy is now. Nobody could have imagined it, right? But I tell you this, sometimes behind this van is our wonderful chairman, and behind our chairman is something much greater power. Am I correct, guys? And that power is always watching every single one of you. And that's the uniqueness of Atomy. I've been watching Atomy for the last 9 years. From such a small company, it was considered small, trying to grow in this market, to nowadays being a very global, powerful company. Especially so me, I did get to experience the Atomy head office back in 2016. It was much smaller. Who actually went there before? Anyone? Oh, nice. Yeah. It was much smaller. But now if you look at our head office, wow. The first thing when I went there, you know what I said? This feels not like an office. Because I think our chairman somehow, he knows how to position his office. I can tell you this, in Chinese feng shui, our head office, very, very powerful feng shui. Yeah. When you walk there, when you even start driving up, you can feel the energy. It's so positive. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Even if you're negative that day, when you start walking that way, everything will just dissipate. Yeah. And that's how powerful our chairman is right now. His head office, when you stand outside, if you ever get a chance to just look around the outside, that energy, the forest, he set up everything, not like a company. So let me ask you this. Are you working in a company? Not really, right? It's a journey to help you guys succeed. In Canada, we actually had a lot of difficult times. I still remember our head office. And when you introduce the Atomy business to a lot of people, which a lot of people do face, they'll ask, where's your head office? And how does it look like? Back then, you can't really take them to the head office. It doesn't even look nice. But it took about, I think 7 years later, our head office looks very nice in Canada now. Everything takes time. So just remember in life, it's about planting the seeds. If you want to grow something nice, first, what do you got to do? The foundation of life is very simple. You need to plow the soil. Make sure the soil is nice. When the soil is nice, then you can plant the seeds. And then what about the nurturing part? That's very important. So I know for most of you, when you run the Atomy business, do not forget these basic steps. Even though you're becoming successful, sales master, diamond master, Sharon Rose master, etc. Just remember below you, these are the plants that you planted before and it's starting to sprout. Do not forget to nurture them. Always go back. You know, I believe in these principles because I had a really great grandparents. My grandfather was born in the World War I times, and he actually faced a lot. He always told me this. He goes, make sure when you grow up, do something good in life. You know, and it's very hard as we grow up in life, we become immersed into our economic system, and we just focus purely on work, and we become only just an individual. And that's why I got really interested in our Atomy chairman and of course, Mr. Yun. So from a network company becoming a global company, you know, we all have to understand that this is something that you guys have never touched into. Most of us have never done global business, am I correct? Yeah, but through this free account, you guys have global business. And one day you'll see it. It will start expanding. You know, I know Philippines, one of the ranked in the top tourist area, isn't it? Yeah, you guys have a wonderful island. So where do you tourists come? They're going to come to Philippines, right? Are you going to meet the tourists? High chance, right? And are tourists consumers? Yes. So one day that will happen. I do want to tell you a little bit more about what's happening in the world because that's important. That's going to guide you why you need to focus a little bit more in Atomy. I did a presentation quite a few years ago, back when I was a Sharon Rose Master, because the company asked me to do something different. And it was a very interesting presentation about the 4th Industrial Revolution. Do you guys understand about how things get evolved? Yeah. Well, let me tell you a little bit more. I came from the era of pagers. Who actually had a pager here before? Wow. This is a good place. Yeah. You know how many places I went and I said, I told them about pagers? Not many people raised their hands, right? Should I mention BlackBerry? No, just kidding. Well, when you understand the evolution of technology, it will help guide you and explain to you why you need to move forward in Atomy. So you remember pagers came on, right? And then after that, what happened? Cell phones started. Yeah. And when cell phones started, what happened to the pagers? Disappeared, right? Do you guys remember that big cell phone? Yeah. That was cool, right? Yeah. Although the jeans, they keep ripping because it's kind of heavy. And then they started making the small ones, right? Yeah. And then everybody started getting the small ones, right? But look at our smartphones now. How powerful are our smartphones? Powerful. It's so powerful that the cell phone is more important than your partner, meaning your husband or wife. Am I correct? Who do you take to the washroom? Not your husband or your girlfriend or your wife. It's your cell phone, right? So the cell phone is the most important device. And that's what the world has become nowadays. You know, the thing that's going to be attached to us is nothing else except for the cell phone. And it's going to keep becoming more important because the cell phone is so powerful. Do any of you even use a computer anymore? Because you can do everything on your cell phone. So our Atomy business, can you do it on your cell phone? Yes. So since you're carrying it with you all the time, 24/7, why not add to it, right? So one of the key things a lot of people don't realize is they might go, oh, I go to McDonald's, I see the convenience, they have the kiosks, right? Most fast food have kiosks. Do you know I remember even coming to Philippines and there was no kiosk? Oh, the lineup's horrible. Sometimes you have the fast food craving and you want to get some fast food, but man, the lineup's like, ooh, right? And they used to have like 3, 4 kiosks, checkouts, right? But now when you go to McDonald's, what do you have? Kiosks. All around the world. McDonald's, they're a smart company. So they're advanced. So when they have all these kiosks serving, what happened to the employees? Right? Literally half. And then they went inside. Imagine in the future what's going to happen. They already advanced in the front of the store to use these kiosks. What happens in the back? They use something else. Do you know how many people will be unemployed? I don't even want to imagine, right? But these are the possibilities in life. So I know lately, especially here, you guys have is it jeepney? And those little, bicycles, yeah. So they're already creating the auto rickshaws. Uh-oh. You know what's going to happen when that happens, right? So this is called the evolution of life. Just like many of us before, do you pick up the phone and call your friend? Do you see your friend a lot? Do you know nowadays, most people don't see their friends. Do you know why? Because they see them on the phone. Whether it's Facebook or WhatsApp, they video chat, right? And do they actually talk? No. I tell you this, the next generation, the communication is going to be different than how we are now. For us who are traditional, we would love to meet someone, talk to them, shake their hand, feel it. But the next generation, you will not even see them. You might see them on your app. Oh, they're over there. And that's it, right? So just like these amazing vehicles, you know how many people will lose their jobs? A lot. And of course, taxi. Please check out the ones in China. Amazing. Not only Uber, Grab, I think they're in trouble too, right? And I was watching the first version of like the Grab in China, where you just use an app and order. It wasn't even a taxi. And you should have seen how this vehicle drives so safe. Sometimes we have maniac drivers, right? They're in a hurry to get home to eat dinner. But, think about these type of vehicles. It's run by a program. Can it work 24/7? Does it complain? Does it ask for a raise? If you're a boss, who would you hire? See, you can't help it, right? You too will be the evolution of life, right? So with all these things moving forward, you have to realize it's actually coming faster and faster. Yeah, I came from an era of the internet, and I remember when internet started, I was in university, and it was very fast-paced even back then. But compared to now, I think we're in a totally different era. It's so much faster. We do not know how the new programs are running, especially the AIs now. Literally everything is being erased on a monthly basis. You guys probably heard about ChatGPT, right? I know here it's just people hear about it, they don't really use it. But actually in North America, people are using it already. Think about this. Let's say you're not a good speaker, you never spoke before. But for you to write your speech, it's very difficult, right? You might have to think for days, weeks, months to write it. Now, just ask ChatGPT. It's very similar to Google, am I correct? Yeah. Look at every one of us now. When you have a question, you go Google, right? Do you ask your parents or your brother or your teacher? No. Google is the one. So already the next evolution, Google just answer. But now the ChatGPT, it's completion, meaning you ask, they give you a solution. Actually, I never thought of asking ChatGPT, how do I do Atomy business? That could be a good one, right? Yeah, you never know, right? So you see, with all these changes in our world, let me ask you this. How do you see your future? How about your current job? I think everything's at risk, right? You know, I can see even though with ChatGPT or, even Google, it can't really affect Atomy. You know why? You still need to buy your necessity products. Yesterday's presentation, I mentioned about insurance. The reason why I stress it is I believe Atomy is the biggest insurance that you guys have. Even though your kids, they're not going to believe you, I tell you this for sure, okay? But you, as a parent, you can do this business and leave it for 3 generations. So you take care of them, right? You did your part, right? Plus, once you, like Chairman says, when you start getting the earning, you can start contributing. But you actually didn't know our Chairman tricked you guys. Do you know how he tricked you guys? I think all of you are already doing missionary work now, right? In Atomy, helping other people, right? Yeah, and that's the system. You continue to help more people. The future, a lot of people say, is far, far away. We've seen all those sci-fi movies where these cars are flying around and people literally don't need to eat anything. They just pop pills. There's no crime. There's no wages. Maybe one day it will come to that. But before it gets there, I definitely hope that we can all survive first. And that's why I think definitely through Atomy, I've seen the company grow not only in the company growth, but also in the technology of the company. How many of you guys checked out the Europe website? Yeah, it's quite interesting. It's very different. Yeah, it's going to incorporate a lot of languages. So I think they're going to expand even more. And even the Atomy Korea site is changed a lot. So the company's always investing a lot of the money that's earned back into the system to support you guys, to make it easier for you guys to do business. I always ask a lot of people, are you ready for the future? Most of us are too busy. We're stuck at where we are now. And we always say the number one thing is, I'm sorry, I don't have any time. Am I correct? Yeah. But you have all the time in the world. How much time do you need? Aren't you supposed to get smarter? To do the Atomy business, you can do it in between all your busy schedule, right? And how long does it take you to do Atomy? It doesn't. Even me, just now, I answered, sitting there, I answered 2 of my members. They're new members. I don't know why they still like messaging me, although I told them I'm in Philippines and they're in Canada. But they say they like to ask me questions. And I was helping them about how to sign up. Yeah. So you see how powerful it is. It only took me less than 1 minute. So you get better and better. So out of 24 hours, can you spare 1 minute? You can. So don't say you're busy, because we all take breaks. And actually, you are supposed to take breaks. Otherwise, it's not healthy for you. But during your break, if you're doing something that you're happy, then it's okay. Don't think of it as work, as I told you yesterday, right? So if you're helping somebody resolve an issue, you did good. There's your charity work. You feel happy, and it's not work. So our compensation plan, a lot of people always ask, how do you succeed in Atomy? It's very simple. I've never seen such an easy system. Left and right. May I ask you guys, do you guys have trouble explaining the compensation plan? No? I know. I'll tell you this. I heard you guys do it up here. Wow, I'm impressed. You guys are good. Yeah. But I think for the new people, maybe it's a little bit hard, right? Yeah. But just remember, all you need to say is you have left people and right people, and you just collect the consumer's purchases points. And that's it. You don't need to expand too much. And just by doing that, the system will automatically calculate and give you some money back. Yeah. I actually got a chance to explain to, she was a doctor, and she asked me, can you explain to me the compensation plan in 5 minutes, since she was a consumer. And I said to her, I go, I don't think I need 5 minutes. Give me 1 minute. And she was like a little shocked. I said, I'm not going to go over the whole plan for you, but you just asked me how you earn money. I said, all you need to do, just like your left hand and right hand, collect all these consumers, which you have already at your clinic, and if they buy, you will automatically get money back. And you know what she said? Is it that simple? I said, yeah. Anyways, I go, you're too busy. Why don't you just collect the consumers and get some extra money? And I said, why don't you get the money and donate it? Yeah. So she was interested because of the donation part now. Wow. She goes, hey, this is good. Why not, right? I'm helping people, right? So understanding the compensation plan, you have to try to learn to master it. I know some of you, probably you're beginners, you might have some difficulty, but please watch a lot of the YouTubes and come to all the seminars, because I think every seminar they will teach you how to present, and you're watching the different speakers. All you need to do when you see these speakers on stage, you don't have to copy exactly. Pick out what you like, whatever style you like, or that segment that you like, just incorporate it in yourself. And that's how you're going to become a great master in compensation plan later. And let me just go to this one. A lot of people always ask this. When I start the business, oh, it's so difficult, you know? And then you only sign up maybe some people on the left, some people on the right, and you can't imagine how it can go anywhere. And you keep saying, I think I ran out of people, right? Most people always say that. I don't have no more network. But they forget the biggest thing. Didn't they share to some people already? What are the odds those people that you share to do not have any connection or network? It's not possible. It's impossible. Even if this person does not have family, all alone as a loner, this person must go out to the grocery store, or must go to a restaurant. They must go somewhere they always know somebody, right? Or the security guard, they must know somebody. So it's impossible for someone to have zero network. So if you already sign up, let's say 8 people on your left, 8 people on your right, and you say that's all the people you know, you got 16 people to access the network. And every single one of them would have network. Now you just need to access it by going, let's meet some of your friends, let's go talk to them one by one, right? And next thing you know, in 2 to 6 months, you know what's going to happen to your chart? It'll become like that. It'll start breaking out. And do you know what's going to happen after a year or 2 or 3 years? Your chart's going to be so big. You might break the 2,000 mark, right? But I do want you guys to remember one thing. Do not micromanage. Micromanage is if you keep counting your PVs or keep looking at how many members you have, that's called micromanaging. Because when you micromanage, you're actually capping yourself. Don't cap yourself, because you don't know your capability. You're much more bigger than this. When we first started, we actually didn't count anything. But by not counting, just by focus on sharing, we didn't even realize in 6 months we shared it to 2,000 people. And not even doing the business. Yeah. It was actually head office that told us. And that's why they came to us and they say, you need to open a center. So you see, by not capping yourself, you're allowing yourself to grow much, much more. So one of the biggest secrets I tell a lot of business people is don't put the number constraint on yourself. Make sure you put the infinite sign in your mind. so you can have infinite. You know, I love Philippines here. You guys got a huge population. It's amazing. There's a lot. And still so many people don't know about Atomy. So in 2016, actually something happened to me, and it happened here in Philippines. It's quite unique. I saw the grand opening. I saw how people were so excited. I saw the convention there, the glass was about to break because everyone's so excited, so passionate, right? Yeah. But after the success, it was this event. This was actually a big change for me. We were invited because Mr. Yoon and the chairman was there, and some of our members wanted to attend the revival too. And I said, yeah, I would love to attend it too. Why not, right? Because it's the next day. And I still remember when I was sitting at the revival, I think definitely something happened to me that day, because all the speakers that was on stage, I actually couldn't hear anything, nothing. But what actually I can not hear, I can see. I just kept looking at the words revival. And somehow it was affecting me because I just can't get my mind or my eyes off these words. And it really implanted something in me that I think for the next year, I kept feeling that I need to change myself. And through this revival meeting, it actually made a big impact on me, because I realized there's a lot of things. I too was like a machine. You know, I'm good at what I do. You know, I'm good at my business, good at my other work. I'm excellent at it. But I was doing something that I didn't feel there was any meaning. There's no meaning to it. But at the revival, it actually opened my eyes up completely. It made me realize something about myself, that I need to make a change in myself. And I am very happy that it was Atomy that actually brought my inside back out. You know, like many of us, we want to do things to be good, right? And because maybe our occupation or work, it always puts us on the gray line. So we're always confused in our mind. But that's why I really applaud those of you, if you ever get a chance to, please attend the revival meeting. It's very, very good. It's very important. You know, the revival meeting gave me something that I think even money cannot. I talk to a lot of my wealthy clients. They always say, although they made a lot of money in all their lives, they do not have what's called a balanced life, because a lot of things they do, they're not happy about. So that's why I stress to all of you, make sure if you're doing the Atomy journey, you must be happy, right? You must walk the right path, and that will create that balanced life that you guys are all looking for. And when you have that balanced life, it duplicates, not only in yourself, but in your members. They will become exactly like you. And that's a perfect duplication. You know, Atomy is rewriting totally what network is. It's true when he says that. But not only is he rewriting just even the network business, I think he's rewriting business completely, and even many people's lives. It changes because of Atomy. The life scenario, I gotta say, very, very important. I know many of you right now in the beginning, you write your life scenario, and in there is about a lot of the material items, right? Yeah. But as you move forward in the Atomy journey, your life scenario is going to change. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to writing my new life scenario, because my old one's completed now. So now you need to make a new one. So my new life scenario, when I actually complete it, when I have a little time, I will actually show you all, and I'll give you the comparison of the previous one and this one. And I'll give you guys a vision to see what can happen. You know our company motto, right? I think let's do it right now. You guys want to do the company motto? Let's all stand up and do it. All right. On a count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, serve in humility, Aja, aja, aja. You know, I still remember when I first seeing this chanting, I got quite scared. I moved as far back in the room as possible. Yeah. But look what happened. Even I myself, I understand our company motto. You know, like I mentioned, the secret, it's all in there. If you follow our company motto and do that with all the members that you share to, and follow our principle of the company, I guarantee you, it's impossible for you guys to be not successful. The reason why vision is so important. Look, the second part, create the vision, right? Right there, that's already telling you, you must have that vision. You need to see what your life's going to be. Atomy is not work, okay? So once you eliminate that from your mind, it's just a lifestyle. So every day you just go about doing your Atomy, no stress, just share whenever you share. When you encounter somebody, just talk to them. But make sure you're well educated. Make sure you attend Atomy University and get as much information. Attend the seminars and all that. And of course, try to learn more on all the online platform because it's excellent. Atomy is going to create that income system that you guys all want. And like this, I think is the perfect time. The whole world is facing two big things. Inflation, right? And then what about the new technology coming, right? So with these two big important factors that's coming, at least you have some kind of insurance through Atomy that can at least help you. It will extend it for you. We all need to make changes. Make sure you remember this. I know a lot of people, because we're used to doing daily things, we don't like change, right? Especially old people, right? They always say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But in their heart, they actually want change. They want to be young again. Am I correct? Yeah. So where does the youth starts? Evening 4 set. That's the answer. So by using our Atomy products, they're happy, right? Right away, they look good. 2 years younger. Wow, in less than 2 hours. Imagine I use this for 1 month. I think like earlier they said 10 years younger, right? Yeah. So you see the formula? Using the products right away. And that's the first change. Remember, change does not happen overnight. There's a progression in change, okay? And make sure, like I said, challenge yourself. Like most of us, we're very comfortable. Maybe, you come from a well family, or maybe you have a great job and you don't need anything else. But if you're staying constant, that means there's no advancement. If there's no advancement, according to life, the world keeps moving. That means you're going to decrease. So really, are you staying constant? You're not. That's why I think all of us, we must remember this. We need to improve ourselves. When you start not using your machine, your capabilities, you're actually limiting yourself. When people get a little bit too comfortable, just like, I tell you this, it's like a person who exercises, right? When they stop exercising, what happens? Right? But if they maintain their exercise, they're healthier, the flow is there. That's why it's very, very important. Our mechanism, our mind, you must keep moving. And definitely a flexible business like Atomy can really help all of you because you can literally do it in between anything. I'm actually really, really happy because Philippines, I feel, is a totally different place. You guys are like full of love. I come here, I can see all you guys are so passionate. And the love shows in your expression, from your action, from your speech. And I learned a lot coming here because, some of the different countries, many people, even the audience, are quite cold. But I see you guys are very, very passionate. And one of the key components in success in Atomy is that. And you guys already have it. Remember, Atomy is just one big family, okay? We can all learn from each other. Hold your neighbor's hand, do it together. Doesn't matter if they're from a different country or wherever. It doesn't matter. Because when you work together as a team, it's a lot more easier, okay? So I'm so happy, actually, Eric invited me again, and it's great to see you all. I hope I get a chance to actually see you guys all soon, and I really want to see you guys more on stage and share your great story. So thank you very much today.
Thank you, Royal Master Ming Ayo, for that very inspiring lecture. Before we end, please be reminded of these announcements. Morning meeting from Monday to Wednesday at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Catching Success online every Tuesday at 2 p.m. live via YouTube channel of Atomy Yul Marikina Aja Aja Center. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Atomy Yul Marikina Aja Aja Center and click the notification bell. As we end, let us remind ourselves of the principle we uphold here in Atomy by reciting our company motto. Ready, position, please. Yup, company motto, go. Cherish the spirit, create the vision. Follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja, aja, aja.